I heard a preacher say when you repent, there's a place where all your sins are sent, full of water, murky and dim, with a sign saying please don't swim. Somewhere there's a deep dark sea, swirling with our iniquity, full of our forgiven sins that God says He won't bring up again. Your past ain't worth wading through. If God don't remember, neither should you. And don't go swimming in the sea of forgetfulness. Yeah. And when the Father says He won't recall, it means that He won't remember at all. You know we all love old memories, but the sign says don't swim, please. Somewhere there's a deep dark sea, swirling with our iniquities, full of our forgiven sins that God says He won't bring up again. Your past ain't worth wading through. If God don't remember, neither should you. And don't go swimming in the sea of forgetfulness. Come on now, Roger! How about Roger Bennett? That good? Somewhere there's a deep dark sea, swirling with our iniquity, full of our forgiven sins that God says He won't bring up again. Your past ain't worth wading through. If God don't remember, neither should you. Don't go swimming in the sea of forgetfulness. Oh, don't go swimming in the sea of forgetfulness. Go, boys. Don't.
Are you glad to see Frank Siemens back in Nashville, Tennessee? Frank is celebrating 2 years with Legacy 5 tonight. 2 years ago this evening, Scott and I made the decision that he was our tenor. And I think we made the right one there, too. Frank, we've got plenty of time tonight. Why don't you give your testimony and sing your new song off this record? I love this song, and I love to hear you sing it.
Thanks, Roger. I don't know if y'all have picked up on this tonight, but I'm different.
Oh, yeah, I feel that. I think they noticed that.
I'm different in this respect. These guys, of course, have all been serving the Lord most of their life, and I would love it if that was my testimony, but that's not the case with me. In the home that I grew up in, we had sort of an issue with religion. My dad had a Baptist background. My mom had a Catholic background. So it was just something we didn't talk about in our home. It was just an ambiguous thing because of that difficulty with my mom and dad. So we really just kind of, excuse me, hey,
He's trying to talk.
We're cutting a video. I was telling my testimony.
Yeah, he didn't know what ambiguous meant, so I was...
$10 word. It just went. You told him what it meant.
Well, I was trying to tell him till you interrupted.
I interrupted him.
It just simply means that you can go from land to water and then from water
No,
back
that's
to
that's
land.
That's amphibious. I said ambiguous.
That's a whole different word. Frank said ambiguous.
Oh.
Amphibious is the water and land thing.
Right. Thank you.
Anybody knows that.
Boy, they sound alike.
Well, I know they sound alike, but it's a whole different meaning, for goodness sakes. Ambiguous means that you can write both with your left hand or your right hand.
No. That's
I'm on the right hand.
that's ambidextrous. Dumb and Dumber. Make them welcome, folks. No. And what was I saying? I don't even remember now. But oh yeah, ambiguous. Anyway, I did grow up singing as a kid, but not in churches. Down in Texas, we have these things that we call honky tonks. Do y'all know what a honky tonk is? You don't have to amen me, brother. The camera right here, please, right here. No, when I was 8 years old, my daddy would take me into these places, and he'd stand me up on a bar stool. And I'd stand there and sing, "When I was a little bitty baby, my mama would rock me."
We can't put that on the tape. I hope that didn't come
Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
They knew that better than anything else we've done this weekend. Watch this. And them all. We got some heathens in here tonight.
Every head bowed,
Yeah.
every eye closed.
No, all kidding aside, folks, you can imagine growing up in that kind of an atmosphere, what it might lead to in my life. And I'm not proud to say this tonight, but I am so proud of what God can do in our lives when we let Him, folks. At the age of 25, I was an alcoholic. My life was a mess. But I have an older brother named Curtis that loved me enough and cared about me enough to pray for me and witness to me every time he saw me. And finally, he realized I was not going to go near a church on a Sunday. So he called me on a Tuesday night, and he invited me to one of these, a singing that they were having at his church. And I thought, this is a perfect opportunity for me to get him off of my back once and for all. I walked into that little Baptist church that night, folks, sick and dying and headed straight for hell. And 3 hours later,